If workplace had nap room, multitasking was frowned upon, and meetings were held during walks, we'd be vastly more productive. These are just some of things we know about how to optimize our brain use. Here are 12 rules we know about how the brain works from Brain Rules. Number 1. Exercise boosts brain power. Wondering whether there is a relationship between exercise and mental alertness? The answer is yes. Just about every mental test possible was tried. No matter how it was measured, the answer was consistently yes. A lifetime of exercise can result in a sometimes astonishing elevation in cognitive performance compared with those who are sedentary. Exercisers outperform couch potatoes in tests that measure long-term memory, reasoning, attention, problem solving, even so-called fluid intelligence tasks. These tasks test the ability to reason quickly and think abstractly, improvising off previously learned material in order to solve a new problem. Essentially, exercise improve a whole host of abilities prized in the classroom and at work. Number 2. Survival. The human brain evolved too. The brain is a survival organ. It is designed to solve problems related to surviving in an unstable outdoor environment and to do so in nearly constant motion. We were not the strongest on the planet, but we developed the strongest brain, the key to our survival. The strongest brains survive, not the strongest bodies. Our ability to understand each other is our chief survival tool. Relationships helps us survive in the jungle and are critical to surviving at work and school today. If someone does not feel safe with a teacher or boss, he or she may not perform as well. There is no greater anti-brain environment than the classroom and cubicle. Number 3. Every brain is wired differently. What do you and learn in life physically changes what your brains look like? It literally rewires it. Regions of the brain develop at different rate in different people. The brains of school children are just as evenly developed as their bodies. Our school system ignores the fact that every brain is wired differently. We wrongly assume every brain is the same. Number 4. We don't pay attention to boring things. The brain is not capable of multitasking. We can talk and breathe, but when it comes to higher level tasks, we just can't do it. Workplaces and schools actually encourage this type of multitasking. Walk into any office and you will see people sending email, answering their phones, instant messaging and pursuing Facebook, all at the same time. Research shows your error rate goes up 50% and it takes you twice as long to do things. When you are always online, you are always distracted. So the always online organization is the always unproductive organization. We must do something emotionally relevant every 10 minutes to reset our attention. Number 5. Repeat to remember. Improve your memory by elaborately encoding it during its initial moment. Many of us have trouble remembering names. If at a party you need help remembering Mary, it helps to repeat internally more information about her. Mary is wearing a blue dress and my favorite color is blue. It may seem counterintuitive at first, but study after study shows it improves your memory. Number 6. Remember to repeat. How do you remember better? Repeated exposure to information in significantly time intervals provides the most powerful way to fix memory into brain. Deliberately re-expose yourself to the information more elaborately. If you want the retrieval to be higher quality, deliberately re-expose yourself to the information more elaborately and in fixed space interval. If you want the retrieval to be most vivid it can be. Learning occurs best when new information is incorporated gradually into the memory store rather than when it is jammed in all at once. Memory is enhanced by creating associations between concepts. This experiment has been done hundreds of times, always achieving the same result. Words presented in a logically organized hierarchical structure are much better remembered than words placed randomly, typically 40% better. Number 7. Sleep well, think well. The bottom line is that sleep loss means mind loss. Sleep loss cripples thinking in just about every way you can measure thinking. Sleep loss hurts attention, executive function, immediate memory, working memory, mood, quantitative skills, logical reasoning ability, general math knowledge. Should we nap, or is that just being lazy? Napping is normal. Every feel tired in the afternoon, that's because your brain really wants to take a nap. There's a battle raging in your head between two armies. Each army is made of legions of brain cell and biochemical. One desperately trying to keep you awake, the other desperately trying to force you to sleep. Around 3 p.m., 12 hours after the midpoint of your sleep, all your brain wants to do is a nap. When is the ideal time to nap? One more tip: don't schedule important meeting at 3 p.m. It just doesn't make sense. Number 8. Stressed brain don't learn the same way. Your brain is built to deal with stress that lasts about 30 seconds. The brain is not designed for long-term stress when you feel like you have no control. The saber-toothed tiger ate you, or you ran away because it was all over in less than a minute. If you have a bad boss, the saber-toothed tiger can be at your door for years and you begin to deregulate. If you are in a bad marriage, the saber-toothed tiger can be in your bed for years and the same thing occurs. You can actually watch the brain shrink. Number 9. Stimulate more of the senses. Our senses work together, so it is important to stimulate them. Your head crackles with the perception of the whole world: sight, sound, taste, smell, touch. Energetic as a frat party. Smell is unusually effective at evoking memory. If you are tasted on the details of a movie while the smell of popcorn is wafted into the air, you will remember 10-50% more. Those in multisensory environments always do better than those in unisensory environments. They have more recall with better resolution that lasts longer, evident even 20 years later. Number 10. Vision trumps all other senses. We are incredible at remembering pictures. Hear a piece of information and 3 days later you will remember 10% of it. Add a picture and you will remember 65%. Picture beats text as well, in part because reading is so insufficient for us. Our brain sees words as lots of tiny pictures and we have to identify certain features in the letter to be able to read them. That takes time. Why is vision such a big deal to us? Perhaps because it's how we have always apprehended major threats, flood supplies, and reproductive opportunity. Number 11. Male and female brains are different. What's different? Mental health professionals have known for years about sex-based differences in the type and severity of psychiatric disorders. Males are more severely afflicted by schizophrenia than females. By more than 2 to 1, women are more likely to get depressed than men, a figure that shows up just after puberty and remains stable for the next 50 years. Males exhibit more antisocial behavior. Females have more anxiety. Most alcoholic and drug addicts are male. Men and women process certain emotions differently. Emotions are useful. They make the brain pay attention. These differences are a product of complex interaction between nature and nurture. Number 12. We are powerful and natural explorers. The desire to explore never leaves us despite the classroom and cubicles we are stuffed into. Babies are the model of how we learn, not by passive reaction to the environment but by active testing through observation, hypothesis, experiment and conclusion. Babies methodically do experiments on subject, for example, to see what they will do. Thanks for watching and do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get daily updates.